Hey guys, welcome back to Graffiti Gaming Guide. Today we're going to go after another Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart trophy, Nooks and Crannies, where you need to collect 5 gold bolts. Now just a quick one before we get into the guide, make sure that you stick around to the end as we're going to cover the first 5 gold bolts that you can acquire in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Right then, in total there are 25 gold bolts in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. However, for this trophy, like I say, you only need to collect 5 of them. So rather than covering all 25, we only need 5 of them for the trophy, so we're going to cover the first 5 that you can acquire in the game. Now the first one can be found up in the factory on Corson 5, which you can get to by taking a right from the first Zircon in the level, go up the magnetic path and then use the rift tethers to mantle your way up through the area to where you're going to come to this bolt just here that you need to activate in order to be able to open the entrance to the factory. Once done so, you need to make your way across the boxes that are moving along the conveyor belt. There are a couple of sections where you're going to have to jump off and then jump back on again, but it's not too difficult to be fair. Once you're at the end of this section, jump over to the next conveyor belt, which is moving the boxes the other way. Jump up the wall jumping section, which will be just at the end of the next balcony. Then make your way up onto the higher conveyor belt, jump off and then back on again quickly using your double jump to get around the boxes, where at the end on the final balcony on this section you'll be able to get your gold bolt. Now for your second gold bolt on Corson 5, it can be a bit tricky. Now you are able to get this one as you make your way through the story. As you enter Club Nefarious, you're going to be looking for the Phantom. If you manage to get hold of the Phantom and you make your way out the club, take a right and go to the edge of the balcony where you're going to be able to go through 2 rifts in order to be able to collect your gold bolt. However, if like me, as you're going to see in this video, you've left your gold bolts until later in the game once you've already completed the main story on Corson 5, you're going to need to get a little bit creative. Now, you're going to need the rocket boots in order to acquire this bolt, which you can get on the planet Savali. Once you've got them, come back to Corson 5, where you're going to need to do a double jump at maximum speed and then a dash in order to be able to get up to a ledge. Now, down here is the entrance to Club Nefarious, but unfortunately, after the story, the door's locked. So, time to get a little bit creative. Let's make our way back up the pipe we just came down and then do a phase jump. Obviously, press circle to get through this barrier. Go through, take out the enemies if you feel like you need to. Then turn around and dash back the way you just came. If you hold down R1 to activate your rocket boot and then press L2 quickly 4 times, you're going to be at maximum speed. Once you're at maximum speed, you need to make your way, like I say, back the way you came and then do a double jump and a dash over to the ledge that will be to your left. You'll know where you need to go as there'll be some, like a kind of bit of yellow paint on the floor, which you can see just here. That's the jump you need to make. It might take you a few attempts, but obviously it's a Ratchet and Clank game. You've got infinite lives, so there's no worries there. Once you've done so, you need to make your way all the way down to the floor, either take out or run past the enemies to the very back of the area where you're going to find 2 rifts. Go through both of them where you're going to be able to get your second gold bolt.
Found you.
For your third gold bolt, you need to complete the events on Corson 5 and then go back to where your ship is, where you're going to be able to do a double jump across the gap. And now that you have the Omni Glove, which you're going to be able to acquire as you make your way through Corson 5 in the story anyway, you're going to be able to run across the magnetic section of wall with the arrows on it, drop down to the platform below, make your way around to the right where you're going to find your third gold bolt.
Looks useful.
fourth gold bolt can be found on Sargasso, the second planet. Once you're there, you need to obviously jump out your ship, turn around, make your way all the way up this ledge where you're going to find a rift point at the end. Use the rift point to go on a platform upon which will be your fourth gold bolt.
Where are you going to put that?
And for your fifth and final gold bolt, you need to go over to where Rivet's hideout is. You can get this done on either your first visit to the planet, your second, or at any point after that. It's entirely up to you. Once you're outside Rivet's hideout, you need to take a left rather than going through into the hideout, where you're going to find a large yellow tower. Behind the tower on the platform will be your fifth and final gold bolt. Now obviously I say your final, there are 20 more gold bolts that you can find throughout the story, but to be honest they don't really do anything and they're not required in order to unlock your trophy, so we just haven't included them here, otherwise the video will end up being about half an hour long.
Excellent find.
So now guys, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. Let me know down in the comment section if you managed to find any more gold bolts throughout Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Please ensure you subscribe to Griffith's Gaming Guide and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart content. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.